me when if somebody asks me that, I'm thinking of like, you know, families, employment, choice, you know, the climate, I mean, the whole 9 yards, you know, in that respect, and certainly in terms of our state, you know, bringing jobs back to the state and taking care of making sure that, you know, the governor continues to, you know, like he said he would do now with Medicare and take the additional monies that are supposed to come to the state, that sort of thing. These are the types of things we need. We have a lot of families at risk. We have a lot of, you know, people now, this whole mental health issue is huge now, and here it's a huge problem. There were those people that were released from the city. I know that's not us, but, you know, here we have a lot of issues as well in Henderson with that. But, you know, there's people being released now because there's nowhere to house them, that kind of thing. Like, where are we going to put the money in education? Where are we going to put the money in healthcare? Where, you know, how are we going to spur on employment? These are the issues that are facing the country, and these are the issues facing Henderson.
And where are we going to get that money?
Yeah, exactly.
How are we going to get that? Where are we going to get it?
Yeah, to just get a little bit, you know, sort of insight into what's your pet project? What is your thing? I know with April we know it was education.
Right, and April and I are going to meet, and I do, you know, I've looked at the brief. It's not even an outline, just what the bills were that she had been putting forward before she resigned. So I really, I believe we're supposed to meet tomorrow. So I do want to go through that with her, and I've been looking through the list of what everyone else is bringing, and trying to figure out, is there still time for me to get some bills in myself? And but it's really going to be a case of looking at those bills and seeing what's in there and going from there, and like I said, trying to dig in, doing the research, you know, making sure that it's I have a thorough knowledge and I know what AD 29 wants.
But everybody talks that we need to work on education, and we need to work on developing business plans and energy and everything else, but a lot of this costs money, and that means taxes. And what is your position on taxes?
Well,
we didn't hear the question.
Oh, on tax. She asked what my position is on taxes. And frankly, right now, I don't have an official position, because this isn't something, you know, I was just appointed a couple weeks ago. I'm still digging into what's there, and I haven't read through all the proposed bills and all the research that goes with them. So it's something that I'm still learning. I'm still deciding what I think, and I'm still trying. Like I said, I've gotten one call from a constituent. I'm still trying to get out there and meet with people and find out what people are thinking. I mean, being from Henderson, I know what happened with the last election with the two tax issues on the ballot. So I kind of have an idea of where Henderson's going when, you know. When the library tax couldn't pass and it was so small, you know that there's a lot of people out there that are against taxes. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to say blanket, well, because those didn't pass, I'm never going to vote for anything with taxes.
Is it not possible that if people understood that if they want services, they have to pay for them, that perhaps they would be willing to pay more? I mean, there has to be some sort of an understanding.
Right.
If you pay nothing, you get nothing. And if that's what you want in your state, then you can live in the worst state in the world.
Right. And like I was mentioning, growing up here, that I remember having conversations with my mother when I was a child here about how there were a lot of retirees who didn't want to pay for education, and how, you know, what were we going to do about it? And now I'm kind of in the same position. I'm not a retiree, but I don't have children. But I still think the schools are important. I still know that my tax dollars need to go to fund that school, and that ultimately that's going to be better for me, because I want to make sure that the doctors that take care of me when I am a retiree have had good educations. And
I'm a retiree, I'm willing to pay more.
Right, and you know, being a lifelong Democrat, I'm not afraid of taxes, you know, personally, but again, I am very beholden to constituents right now. I really want to make sure I'm looking at what it is that they want me to do, but also making my own decisions. It's quite a tightrope, and again, it's very new to me, and I'm trying not to just say, well, this is what I think, because that's what I said for 42 years when I sat around with my friends just chatting away. It's looking at things differently now, and that's what I'm still doing and getting used to doing.